Hello, how you doing? Sometimes the best place to learn life lessons is from nature itself. My name is Kotlov Rafa and welcome to the School of Life. It's a program where I sit down in front of a camera and try to teach you life lessons in a way that is simple to understand. The intention is to make you a better person. On today's edition, we're learning some lessons from the lives of birds. What? That's what we're learning today. We're learning lessons from the lifestyle and just the lives of birds. The first thing you need to learn about birds is that they build waterproof nests, but they don't build waterproof nests from waterproof plastic or waterproof something. They build their nest from broken trees and broken branches and broken stuff. That's the first thing. So the safe place, the home of a nest, is built out of brokenness. That's a lesson to learn in life, that you don't necessarily need to build from something which is perfect. You don't necessarily need to want things to be very, very perfect. I hear people saying sometimes, I'm born into a crazy family and my family members are just useless, and I wish I was born in another family. I wish I was born in the president's family. I wish I was born in this person's family. And if you were born in that family, you will not be able to cope with all of the craziness that comes with that particular family. Okay? There's a saying in Africa that it's a house and the clothes that cover up a human being. And so you cannot really start admiring people and envying them because you feel that they have something that you don't have. Because the house, the safe place, the safe haven for a bird is built out of broken stuff, dried branches, dried leaf, and dirt. Just broken stuff that we consider to be useless, but the bird uses it to build. What can you learn from this? You can learn that a family, we don't choose a family, and so irrespective of the family you find yourself in, it becomes your responsibility to work with what you have, to work with the brokenness, to work with the crazy people, to work with the annoying people, and that way you build something which is solid. I hear people a lot talking bad about their families, and I just sit and laugh. I laugh at you because I don't talk nasty about my family. We have issues. I don't say no nasty thing, but it looks as if we're perfect, but we're not. Okay, we just learn how to shut our mouth, and I just watch you run your family down. And when you keep running your family down, it becomes a trap for yourself, because now nobody respects you, nobody respects your family. Why? Because you don't run your mouth, and you don't have no control over your mouth. My mother is crazy. My father is that. My siblings are that. My family is perfect, and we all know that no family is perfect. So how do we find the balance? We have to understand that sometimes you don't choose things in life. You don't choose the race you're supposed to be born in. You don't choose your skin color. You don't choose that things that you don't choose, including your family. Okay? And so it becomes your responsibility to work with whatever God has given you. He has put you in that family for a purpose. He has put you in that nation. Even nationally, it's a big issue. People say, I'm born in a crazy country. I'm born in a, whatever kind of country. An intelligent person will see trouble and see it as an opportunity to create something new. Go down memory lane and find out in history, everything that was ever created was created out of a need, out of trouble. Cars and locomotives were created because people needed to travel across the country on horseback, but it was slow, and then the animals became sick and things like that, so they developed the locomotive. Everything has to be created out of need. If you feel that your country lacks child support system, you create one. If you feel that your country lacks technology, you create one. If you feel that your country, you should not sit and point fingers and say, oh, my country is crazy, and the country has not given me anything, and there's unemployment, and there's this and that and that and that. Since Africans are religious, I'm going to let you know what makes room for you. It's your gifts and your talents. Okay, it's written in the Bible. It says your gifts and your talents make room for you. It didn't say, your complaints. And so we need to be grateful for whatever country God has allowed us to be in. Okay? Matter of fact, a country that has a lot of trouble has more potentials, because the more you figure out the answers to different kinds of troubles, the more you become relevant in society. That what separates you from other people. But if you sit and complain and complain and complain, then we don't get nowhere. So we should learn to appreciate our countries and not only say that the country has not given me this and that and that. We need to start saying now that, what can I do for the country? What can I do for my country? What can I do to make things different? What can I do? That's the spirit of patriotism. Okay? So that's a lesson. That's the first lesson you need to learn from the lives of birds, that they build waterproof and solid homes from trash. And so if there's trash around you in your family, and trash around you in your relationships, and trash around you in your country, it's a good opportunity for you to build and stop complaining, for you to build and do something to make the difference. That's the first lesson. The second lesson we need to learn from birds, I'll take you to the life of an eagle. Now, this is what the eagle does when the eagle gives birth to children. Baby eagles are called eaglets. When the eagle gives birth to baby eagles or eaglets, the eagle feeds them like every normal mother does and cares for the children. Once she discovers that the children have wings and that they can take flight, she starts starving them. Coming back without food, coming back without fish, coming back without earthworms, just starving these children. The children are thinking in their mind that our mother is just demon possessed. It comes a time when she discovers that these eagles or these eaglets that are capable now to fly, because now they're flapping their wings and they're fighting with each other in the nest. She comes and she takes her claws, her fingernails, and she shatters the whole nest. She brings the nest down and she pushes the eaglets out into the open air. The eaglets are panicking, because their mother must be demon possessed, because now she don't starve them for weeks, and now she's pushing them out into the open air. They panic in total euphoria. They flap their wings, and before they know it, they start gaining balance in air. They just learned how to fly. That's what life does us sometimes. Life sometimes pushes you at the edge, and life strains your life up. Life. And why was the mother even starving these eaglets? The reason being that eagles are birds of prey. Okay? And so there's an English adage that says a hungry man is an angry man. You need to be hungry for you to be voracious and a bird of prey. That's why she starved them for weeks. And she let them go into the wildlife. And she was shattering their nest so that even if they flap their wings, they will not have anywhere to come back to. Okay? No safe place. That's what life does sometimes to us. And we feel that sometimes we feel God has abandoned us. Sometimes we feel everything is crazy. I don't lost all hope. The things that I'm comfortable and I know how to, find my way around, it has been shattered. Where do I go to from here? I'm going into a place like the eaglet that I don't know. I've never been. And I don't have an opportunity to go back to the place where I am even comfortable. That's what life does to you sometimes. It's a life lesson. And you should know that sometimes everything that is, the situations that you even face and you pray doesn't do nothing. It doesn't do nothing. It's your season for you to it's what they call the baptism of fire, for you to get through and start understanding life. Life will jolt you. Life will shake you out of your comfort zone. And by the time life finishes beating you, you'd have some respect for people who have gone through things. So that's the second lesson, that sometimes bad things happen, but they're not just meant for your evil. Sometimes they're meant for your good. They're meant to train you. They're meant to fortify you. They're meant to make you stronger. There's a saying that something that doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. Look back at your life and see how many things that you've gone through. You discover that all of the bad things that you've gone through, it has only fortified you. You look back at your life, somebody walked out of your life. A man divorces you, somebody breaks your heart and everything, and you look back at your life and what you've done with your life now. You're even grateful that they walked away. You're grateful. You're grateful that they didn't even help you. You're grateful that all of these bad things happened. I'm telling you the truth. 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 7 years from now, you look back at your life and be grateful that all of the people that abandoned you. Because it gave you the opportunity now to find your own feet. It gave you the opportunity to see your own inner strength and know that you can stand on your own 2 feet without the help of nobody. that should not make you become bitter, because I see people who have survived on their own and they're like, oh, they didn't help me and blah blah blah, now see where I am and now everybody's jealous of me and all. No, it should not be a situation of pride. It should be a situation where you're like, okay, life is like the mother eagle. Thank you for breaking the nest. Thank you for doing whatever that you had to do to push me towards the right path in life. Okay, it should not be something that comes with bitterness. So that's the second lesson. The third lesson, and it's the last lesson I'm going to show you with the lives of birds, I'm going to still talk about the life of an eagle. So the eagle, this lesson is about the company that you keep. Very important. When the eagle is in the mating season is sexual season for animals, okay? The female eagle picks up a piece of wood, a piece of dry stick, a piece of anything, and takes it up into the air. And this piece of wood or anything that she picks up has the size of a baby eagle or an eaglet. She drops it and she watches the male eagles as they fly and hover around. The male eagle that has the courage to go and catch that stick or piece of wood or whatever it is, she takes notice of that one. She goes down again. She picks up now a piece of wood that is as heavy as her own weight, and she lifts it as high as she can go, and she lifts it even far higher than she had lifted the piece of wood that was like the weight of the baby eagle. Okay, and she drops it, and you know that the higher you go, the greater the fall, the pressure. She drops it and watches. If the same male eagle picks up the stick and catches it in mid-air, that's the eagle that she's going to mate with. That's the eagle she's going to have sex with and have children with. The reason being that she wants to watch and find out, if something bad happens to me, can you come to my rescue? Animals, birds are wise, okay? She wants to know, can you catch me if I'm about to fall? What do you mean by can you catch me? Can you catch me emotionally? Can you catch me financially? There are friends that always need financial help and they will never come to your rescue when it's your turn. Every relationship should be about reciprocity, meaning coming from the word reciprocal, meaning I care for you, you care for me some other time. Okay, it should be a give and take. It should not be a situation where one person is giving and giving and giving and another person is doing nothing. It becomes now an exploitative relationship. It becomes an abusive relationship. That's what the female eagle is trying to find out. Can you catch me if I fall? It's very, very important in terms of the company that we keep. What kind of people do you keep around you? That's the question. Okay? What kind of people? Are they people that can catch you? All right. For me, my core values are just morality and integrity and just all of these serious things. I try to keep friends around me that when I feel angry and I want to retaliate and I want to, just hurt somebody back, and I keep friends around me that can calm me down and say, listen, this is not you. Don't allow people now bring out emotions and bring out things from you that are not coherent with your core moral values. Those are the people I keep around. They can catch me when my emotions want to fly off the window, and fly out the roof. All of that. They can catch me financially. They can catch me emotionally. These are the kind of people you should keep around you. Don't be keeping people that cannot help you do anything. So those are the lessons I wanted to share with you. I'll just do like a recapitulation so that you kind of like figure out where we're going to with this. The first lesson to learn from birds is that they build waterproof nests and they use dried branches and dried leaves and just dirt and broken stuff. Meaning that in your family, in your nation, in your whatever, learn to build. Don't learn to complain. Learn to build. Find out what. Let me tell you the truth, and everybody wants to become famous. Everybody wants to become important. Everybody wants to become a TikTok fan and just a celebrity for Instagram and all of that. No publicity intended, but you don't. All of these, the people that are famous for a season is what I call bubblegum fame. It's like bubblegum. It's fame that is like vapor. The people that remain famous and remain relevant for a very long time in society, check for yourself, check the facts. You discover that there are people that contribute into the lives of other people. You want to become relevant, do something that helps other people. Do something that helps people. Do something that touches the hearts of people. That's how you remain relevant. You not remain relevant because you wear short clothes and you try to seduce people. That's as far as it goes. At the end of the day, people get to this utility where they're tired of seeing the same thing over and over. But if you want to really remain relevant in life and in society and in everywhere, you need to help people. You need to try to find out what is it that I can do to make a difference. Okay? So that's the first lesson you need to learn. Broken nation, broken family, broken whatever, use it to build. The second lesson is to understand that sometimes life will give trials in your life that are there to fortify you and train you. Okay? They're not there to kill you. And even from primary school, day-to-day lives and things like that, that things that they tell us to do, once you start sending children to school, pre-nursery and nursery, they cry. They want to go home and build their mother. Because they feel that home is the best thing, okay? But once they start getting to school and they start loving the dances, all of the prize award ceremony, they start loving activities and they start making new friends. They don't even want to come home to mama, to mother anymore. They don't want to come home to their father. They're like, no, I love school. So that's it. Situations shake you sometimes, but they're for your good. If you keep calm and try to figure out what is the purpose for this and learn a lesson. It's never a failure. It's always a new lesson to be learned. The third and last thing is the company that you keep. The eagle will test you before mating with you. That's a female eagle. She's going to test you. Don't just be welcoming and accepting everybody into your life and, open arms and just welcome. Everybody's not as nice as they claim to be. Everybody's not as honest as they claim to be. You need to put them through the test. Can I trust you in times of difficulty? Can I trust you? Or you're my friend only when there's a party? Okay? We need to test relationships and build solid relationships so that we're sure with the people that we have around. The last thing I want right now in my life is people that are shaky and unstable and that you cannot count on and that you cannot trust. Okay, so those are the lessons that I wanted to share with you concerning the lives of birds. I hope that you've learned something. I hope that it will help you, kind of like shape your relationships and move forward in life this time around with some kind of moral compass, and your left from your right, and you know that you're supposed to contribute into your family and your nation instead of complaining, and you know that you have to test relationships, and you know that every difficulty that comes your way is not necessarily there to kill you. It's there to train you and make you a better person if you go through the process. My name is Rafa Godlove. I'll see you some other time. Take care.